Hey guys, what's going on? All muscle. Working on my vehicle today. Wanted to show you what I got going. This is my personal daily driver, and this is a 2005 E320. It's a CDI model with the diesel, the inline 6. Pretty rare car. It's kind of a sought after vehicle. They get excellent gas mileage. You know, you get to ride in a Mercedes and get, anywhere between 30 and 38 miles to the gallon, depending on grade and speed and all that other good stuff. But I like driving it because it's economical. It's a Mercedes. I don't have to spend fuel driving. This is my E55, for example, so the fuel mileage between the two is very, very different. So I'm going to get under here real quick and show you what we got going today. Just a small little upgrade. If you can see back in there, we've got the cat back system disconnected, and what comes on these cars is just a very basic exhaust system. It is a dual system, so it has the pipes that come out of the back, one on each side, but it's very basic. They just point down. It's just a very simple system. This car has the upgraded E63 rear bumper, and right now it's going to have the cutouts to accommodate the dual exhaust tips. And I'm going to take you over here and show you what I got going, and that's exactly what we're going to do. So this is the complete setup, and this is what I got going on. This here is the original pipe that just turns down, as you can see, and this is going to be what's going on to the vehicle. It's the dual tip AMG pipe, and we've got that off of a 2007, I believe, E63, and that's one of the pipes there, and we've got it mocked up here, and I'm going to get in there closer and show you what I've got done so far. And that's the other side. So that's the complete, this is the complete system. When you take this down, this is what you're going to end up looking like here. And so right here, as you can see, I've already have the V-bands. Let me get out of the light here. I've already got the V-bands welded in place. So what we did is we ended up getting a V-band and then a reducer on this side, because the pipe from the AMG, the E63 is a lot larger in diameter than this pipe here. So anyways, we've got the V-bands already welded. I took care of that on a separate on a separate occasion. On this pipe here, what I have is I have a piece of tape, and it's marked where the cut is going to be. So we're going to cut this here, and we're going to weld it up to that. So right now I'm going to bust out that bandsaw. We're going to cut it up, and I'll get right back with you here in just a few, and we'll finish this thing up. All right, back on the E63/CDI, E63 upgrade. So right now what we're doing is we're mocking everything up. And quick thing I wanted to point out is this is your setup here. This is what it's going to end up looking like. Now everything is still loose, and right now what we have done is we reinstalled the pipe right there from the disconnection point. And so basically we just have the V-band with the reducer on it right here, and it's just slid over the factory pipe. And so right now I want you want to make sure to actually bolt everything in place and make sure everything is actually bolted down, and then make your adjustment here on your pipe, and then throw the tack weld in there, and then bring it out for a final weld. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put a couple of tacks down on there exactly where I like this, and then I'm going to bring it back out on the workbench and do a final weld on it. And I'm going to take you over here real quick just to show you the factory originals. Now we cut these off. If you ever wanted to go back to the factory pipe, All you would really have to do is either weld this right back to the original location, or you can put a V-band here on both of these. Just put a V-band and bolt it right back up to the system there. But we would have to, if we ever did that on this vehicle, we would basically have to put the original bumper back on, and then the factory exhaust, because if you end up putting the factory exhaust, you're going to have two voids there, and it's going to look kind of funny. Not that you can't do it. I've had this car running with the voids there for a while, just because I haven't been able to get to it. So that's all doable, and this is essentially what it's going to end up looking like. And let me take you over here real quick. My wife actually just pulled up with the other CDI. Yeah, no, it's filthy. This thing is muddy right now, but it's a nice car. This is my wife's CDI. This is a 06, mine is an 05, so they're essentially the same vehicle. They only made them for these 2 years, so these have already been done, and it's the same setup under here. And that's what it looks like. Let me take you back under here. So there's your V-band. It's exactly the same setup. It worked out pretty decently. I liked it. Now, the only thing I would do differently on these, and I'm going to do it on the other car, on my black one, is that I set these a little too low. I set these too low. They're about I don't know, 3/4 of an inch, maybe 7/8 of an inch from the bumper, and I kind of don't like. I made them stick out a little further as well, and I don't think I'm going to do that on the other vehicle. I think I'm going to tuck them in a little bit. I don't know if you can see, they're kind of sort of sticking out a little bit, and I might go back and make a cut on these and slide them in a little bit if I ever get a chance to do it. But I think it's gonna stay like that for a while. We'll just work our way through the new one here, or the next one. We'll make it different. So anyways, these ones here, we're gonna set them up, I don't know, maybe about 1/2 inch away from the bumper, or maybe 3/8 of an inch away from the bumper. Now on my E55 over here, these are tucked up pretty tight to the bumper. If you can see, there may be 1/4 inch of space in here. It's really tight, and they're not sticking out so far. They're like really right at the face of the bumper here. Get you to the side. So this is a E55. This is all stock, and that's how they sit on the vehicle from the factory. This side seems to be just a hair sticking out a little bit, and then there's adjustments on the exhaust system that you can make. But and then here's another CDI. Actually, this is another one that we're going to be going through, and this is how your factory system would look with the factory bumper. So you actually don't have this cutout here, and you don't actually see the exhaust at all on a factory CDI. This is a 2005 model. This is actually a pretty unique car. I might make a video on this vehicle just by itself. But anyways, we're going to get back to this project here. We're going to weld these up, and then I'll show you the finished product. All right, this is going to be the last part of this video here, and what I'm going to show you is this is what it's going to end up looking like when you're done. And I have this side already set up. We've got it all in there and welded up. He's getting in there and doing the last couple adjustments. I wanted to make the video real quick before the light, before we ran out of daylight. It ended up taking a little longer than what we had anticipated. We still have some adjustment to do on this one here, and that should be a wrap. We went ahead also, real quick, I'm going to make another probably another video on this, but while we were at it, and that's kind of what took some of our time, is we ended up swapping out the brake system from old and busted to the new hotness right here. That's from Will Smith, Men in Black. Matter of fact, he was actually driving a 211. Right, Mike?
Yes, sir.
He's driving a 211 in black, just like this one. I don't know what it was, a 500 or AMG or a 55 or whatnot. But anyways, we're gonna wrap that up, and that's gonna be you know, your upgrade from your base factory exhaust. Again, these are the things you will need. Obviously, not only the mufflers, you will need the rear bumper off of an AMG car. I think you can possibly get aftermarkets on those, but I'm not 100% sure. This one here is actually off of a E63 that was in a wreck, and we tore that one down. But anyways, we're wrapping that up. We still got a ton of stuff hanging out over here. Tools we got to pick up. You know, we ended up bringing out a lot of the arsenal over here. So that's it. You guys take care. Be cool. We'll see you on the next one.